The Ferrari 250 GTO was one of the peaks of the GT class overall, not just for the company it is headed. It is a car that fully reflects the company's philosophy and style. Car experts did not stint on praising this car either. Sports Car International magazine ranked it number 8 in the category, Best Cars of the 60s, and Motor Trend Classic magazine called the 250 GTO the best Ferrari ever made. That said, it has to be said that the car was created with a lot of tricks to get around the rules of the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, FIA. The company's documents show that the Ferrari 250 GTO was simply a copy of the short-wheelbase Ferrari 250 GT. Only the body color was the same. Everything else was thoroughly redesigned. What is a 250 GTO? 250 stood for 250 cc's per cylinder, GT for Gran Turismo, O for Omologata, i.e. allowed to race. Of course, the 250 GTO is fundamentally different from the 250 GT. A completely new body was developed for it, taking into account all the latest achievements in aerodynamics. Even the bumpers were removed. The engine was moved to the center of the car to create a better weight distribution, and the cabin, on the contrary, was moved a little back. The powertrain was taken from the 250 GT. It was a 12-cylinder V-shaped engine with a camber of 60 degrees, 3.0-liter displacement, and 300 horsepower. This engine could accelerate the car up to 60 miles per hour in 5.6 seconds and reached a top speed of 170 miles per hour. In addition, independent suspension and disc brakes were used. It was equipped with a 5-speed gearbox. There were so many doubts about the car during the certification. However, only the members of the committee in Enzo Ferrari know why it was allowed to participate in races even though it violated almost every point of the FIA rules. Whether it was Enzo's cleverness, cunning, or something else, it is what it is. So the Ferrari 250 GTO turns up on the racetrack. This is followed by a parade of brilliant Ferrari 250 GTO victories: Sebring, Targa Florio, Nürburgring, 24 Hours of Le Mans, and Tour de France. From 1962 to 1964, Ferrari was the first among the automakers. It is not necessary to pretend that the competitors were pieboys and did not try to circumvent the FIA bans. They did, and some were very good at it. But the Ferrari 250 GTO was still unbeatable. The car was produced for a short time, from 1962 to 1964. In total, 36 cars were produced, including 3 cars with modified characteristics, but also related to the 250 GTO. The question might arise: why so few cars were produced? Look again at the technical data. This car can be driven only by experienced drivers. Also, the peculiarities of the design of the car were affected. This is a race car. It was better in the conditions of high speeds and high engine revolutions. It cannot be solved.